Throw away this one item from your bedroom tonight. It is draining your bank account. Don't ignore. Don't scroll, listen to this, because if your eyes landed here, this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now in a way that feels both urgent and strangely comforting, like a truth you've almost remembered before but never fully named. Listen to this. The universe is not trying to scare you, it's trying to free you, and freedom often begins with awareness, especially in the place where you sleep, dream, rest, and reset your spirit every single night. Don't scroll, because your bedroom is not just a room, it's a spiritual charging station. It's where your subconscious absorbs signals about worth, safety, love, and abundance. And listen to this, when something in that space carries old energy, scarcity programming, unresolved emotion, or reminders of lack, your nervous system stays subtly activated, and money responds to nervous systems before it responds to effort. Don't scroll. This message is for you because you've been working hard, trying to stay positive, manifesting, praying, visualizing, and still feeling like finances slip through your fingers faster than they should. Listen to this. That doesn't mean you're cursed or doing something wrong, it means there's interference, and interference is often quiet, familiar, and hiding in plain sight. Your heart needs this right now because you've been blaming yourself when the issue is environmental, energetic, and emotional. Listen to this. The item is not evil, it's not dramatic, it's not there to harm you, it's simply outdated, and outdated energy creates leaks. Don't scroll. Leaks don't always look like disaster, sometimes they look like extra expenses, missed opportunities, constant repairs, delayed payments, or money that comes in and immediately goes out. Listen to this. The bedroom is where your sense of safety forms, and money flows towards safety, not stress. Don't scroll. When you sleep next to reminders of loss, struggle, old relationships, past versions of yourself, or scarcity, seasons you survived, your subconscious stays loyal to survival instead of abundance. Listen to this. Loyalty to survival is powerful, but it's no longer required. Your heart needs this right now because you are not meant to keep surviving, you are meant to receive. Don't scroll. Receive rest, receive ease, receive stability, receive opportunities that don't cost your peace. Listen to this. You may already feel a nudge about what the item is, a quiet "oh" in your chest, a slight resistance, a thought you want to dismiss quickly. Don't scroll. Resistance is often recognition arriving before readiness, and readiness grows when you feel safe to let go. Listen to this. Letting go does not erase your past, it honors how far you've come. Don't scroll. The universe is not asking you to throw away memories, it's asking you to stop sleeping beside them. Your heart needs this right now because sleep is sacred, and what you place near your bed speaks to your spirit while your guard is down. Listen to this. Abundance is not just about working harder or thinking positive, it's about allowing your system to believe that overflow is safe. Don't scroll. Safety is built through environment, repetition, and symbolism. Listen to this. Symbols matter, objects matter, especially the ones you see first in the morning and last at night. Don't scroll. This message is for you because your finances are tied to your self-worth more than you were taught to believe. Listen to this. Self-worth grows when your space reflects your present value, not your past pain. Don't scroll. Soulmate energy is also connected here, because love and money share the same root. Receptivity. Listen to this. When your bedroom holds items linked to heartbreak, unreciprocated effort, old promises, or one-day thinking, your heart stays partially closed. Don't scroll. A partially closed heart receives partially, and that shows up in relationships and in finances. Listen to this. The universe wants you to experience alignment where love feels mutual and money feels steady. Don't scroll. Alignment requires space, literal and emotional. Listen to this. You may have been seeing signs already, repeating numbers when you think about money, or when you're lying in bed at night worrying about bills. Don't scroll. 111 showing up when you imagine a fresh start. 222 when you're weighing whether to let something go. 44 reminding you that you are protected while you change patterns. Listen to this. These are confirmations, not coincidences. Your heart needs this right now because confirmation calms fear, and fear blocks flow. Don't scroll. Flow begins when your body relaxes. Listen to this. Throwing the item away is not superstition. It's a declaration, a signal to your subconscious that the season tied to that object is complete. Don't scroll. Completion is powerful. Completion closes loops, and closed loops free energy. Listen to this. Freed energy shows up as clearer thinking, better decisions, and yes, improved financial movement. Don't scroll. You might feel guilt, nostalgia, or hesitation, thinking, but it meant something. Listen to this. Meaning doesn't disappear when the object does. The lesson stays with you. The strength stays with you. The gratitude stays with you. Don't scroll. What leaves is the weight. Your heart needs this right now because weight has been slowing you down in ways you couldn't see. Listen to this. After it's gone, you may notice small shifts first, a sense of relief, better sleep, less anxiety about money, unexpected ideas. Don't scroll. Small shifts are how big changes begin. Listen to this. The universe does not usually flip everything overnight. It nudges, adjusts, and aligns. Don't scroll. Alignment compounds over time. Listen to this. You don't need to tell anyone what you're doing. You don't need permission. You don't need to explain. Don't scroll. Spiritual hygiene is personal. Your heart needs this right now because you've been ready for a new financial chapter, but you were still sleeping beside an old story. Listen to this. Tonight is about choosing present alignment over past attachment. Don't scroll. Choosing yourself over sentiment. Choosing flow over friction. Listen to this. God does not ask you to live in lack to prove faith. He asks you to trust that provision follows obedience to inner truth. Don't scroll. This is gentle obedience, simple, quiet, powerful. Listen to this. If this message feels personal, if something in you is nodding, honor that, and when you release the item, do it with gratitude, not anger. Thank it for what it represented, then let it go. Don't scroll. If you feel guided, leave a comment after you do it, not to explain, but to anchor the intention. Words spoken from alignment carry power. And if this message felt like the universe, like God Himself, speaking softly but clearly to your heart, stay connected, subscribe, keep your spirit tuned to guidance that brings peace, not fear, because what's opening for you financially and emotionally begins with this one small, sacred act, and this is only the beginning of what shifts next. Don't scroll. Listen to this, because if you are still here, this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now on a deeper level than before, not as a warning, but as reassurance that what you are doing is working even if you can't yet see the full results. Listen to this. When you remove something that carried old energy, scarcity, or emotional weight from your bedroom, your nervous system begins to reset first. And money always follows the nervous system, not the other way around. Don't scroll. This is why so many people work harder yet feel stuck, because effort cannot override an environment that quietly tells your subconscious to stay small. Listen to this. Your bedroom is where your body learns whether it is safe to receive, whether it is allowed to rest, whether it can stop bracing for the next problem. And when you change what surrounds you there, you send a signal deeper than any affirmation. Don't scroll. This message is for you because you may already feel something subtle shifting. Maybe your sleep felt different, maybe your thoughts slowed down, maybe you woke up with less heaviness in your chest. Listen to this. Those are not imagined, those are signs of regulation, and regulation is the doorway to abundance. Don't scroll. Abundance does not flow into chaos, it flows into stability. Listen to this. Stability begins when your body feels safe enough to plan, create, and receive without fear. Don't scroll. You have lived in almost enough energy for too long, always managing, always stretching, always figuring it out. Listen to this. Survival taught you resilience, but it also taught your system to expect loss, and expectations shape outcomes. Don't scroll. Now you are teaching your system a new expectation, one where things can come in and stay, where money doesn't immediately disappear, where opportunities don't feel threatening. Listen to this. That shift happens quietly at first, which is why doubt sometimes tries to sneak in and say, "Nothing changed." Don't scroll. Doubt always arrives before confirmation, but confirmation is already lining up. Listen to this. You may notice unexpected thoughts about budgeting, saving, or earning that feel calm instead of anxious. Don't scroll. Calm ideas are guidance. Panic ideas are fear. Learn to tell the difference. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now because you've been carrying financial stress emotionally, not just practically, worrying at night, replaying conversations, imagining worst-case scenarios. Don't scroll. Worry is a habit your mind learned to feel prepared, but preparedness is not the same as alignment. Listen to this. Alignment feels steady, grounded, and intentional, and that is what you are stepping into now. Don't scroll. You are also shifting something in your love life through this act, whether you realize it or not, because money and love are both exchanges of energy, and when you clear scarcity in one area, it loosens its grip in the other. Listen to this. You may notice a change in how you relate to people, stronger boundaries, clearer communication, less tolerance for imbalance. Don't scroll. That's not you becoming cold, that's you becoming aligned. Listen to this. Soulmate energy responds to alignment, not chasing, and when your space reflects self-respect, the people drawn to you change too. Don't scroll. Your heart needs this right now because you've been settling energetically even when you told yourself you were fine. Listen to this. Fine is not fulfilled, and fulfillment is allowed. Don't scroll. The universe does not reward suffering, it responds to clarity. Listen to this. Clarity is what you created by removing what no longer matched who you are becoming. Don't scroll. You might feel moments of nostalgia or second-guessing, thinking about why you kept that item so long. Listen to this. There is no shame in attachment. Attachment means you cared, but growth means you release when something no longer serves you. Don't scroll. Releasing is not rejection, it is completion. Listen to this. Completion frees energy, and freed energy looks like momentum. Don't scroll. Momentum may show up as small wins at first, a bill resolved, a refund, an idea that turns into income, a conversation that opens a door. Listen to this. Don't dismiss small wins. They are evidence that flow has restarted. Don't scroll. Your heart needs this right now because patience is part of alignment. Listen to this. Patience is not passive, it is trust in motion. Don't scroll. You are not meant to obsess over money anymore, you are meant to steward it calmly. Listen to this. Stewardship begins with respect for yourself, your space, and your energy. Don't scroll. This is why the bedroom mattered, because it is where you subconsciously decide what you deserve. Listen to this. You deserve stability. You deserve ease. You deserve to wake up without financial dread. Don't scroll. these are not luxuries, they are foundations. Listen to this. The universe has been waiting for you to create room for these foundations, and now you have. Don't scroll. Angel numbers may increase briefly after a shift like this, not to rush you, but to reassure you. Listen to this. 222 may appear reminding you balance is being restored. 333 encouraging you that growth is supported. 44 confirming protection around your finances and decisions. Don't scroll. These numbers are reminders, not demands. Listen to this. You are not being tested right now, you are being supported. Don't scroll. Support often feels quiet, which is why it can be overlooked. Listen to this. You don't need dramatic signs for something to be working. Consistency is the sign. Don't scroll. Consistency in how you feel, how you think, how you respond to stress. Listen to this. If you notice yourself reacting less emotionally to money triggers, that is progress. Don't scroll. Emotional neutrality is power. Listen to this. Neutrality allows you to make smarter decisions, and smarter decisions compound. Don't scroll. Compounding is how abundance grows sustainably. Listen to this. You are also learning discernment through this process, understanding that not everything you once valued still belongs in your life. Don't scroll. Discernment sharpens intuition. Listen to this. Intuition is what guides you toward the right opportunities, partnerships, and investments. Don't scroll. Intuition thrives in calm environments, not cluttered ones. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now because you are becoming someone who chooses intentionally instead of reacting habitually. Don't scroll. Intention creates direction. Listen to this. Direction attracts resources. Don't scroll. You don't need to force outcomes. You need to stay aligned. Listen to this. Alignment is what keeps doors open instead of slamming shut. Don't scroll. You may feel a subtle sense of empowerment now, a feeling that you can handle things instead of being overwhelmed by them. Listen to this. Empowerment is a sign your inner world is stabilizing. Don't scroll. Outer results follow inner stability. Listen to this. Trust the process you've started, even if results are still forming. Don't scroll. Seeds don't sprout the moment they're planted. But that doesn't mean nothing is happening underground. Listen to this. Something is happening, quietly, steadily, in your favor. Don't scroll. Continue to honor your space, your boundaries, and your intuition. Listen to this. If more things feel ready to be released, don't resist the nudge. Clarity often comes in waves. Don't scroll. Each release strengthens the next phase. Listen to this. You are not becoming minimal. You are becoming intentional. Don't scroll. Intentional people attract intentional money, intentional love, intentional opportunities. Listen to this. Stay grounded, stay patient, and stay open, because what you've set in motion does not stop here. This is the middle of the story, and what unfolds next will make even more sense of why this step was necessary, gentle, and divinely guided. Don't scroll. Listen to this, because if you've stayed with this message until now, this message is for you in a very real, grounded, and personal way, and your heart needs this right now, not as hype, not as fear, but as calm truth settling into your spirit, the kind of truth that doesn't shout but stays with you long after the screen goes dark. Listen to this. What you set in motion by clearing that one item did not end with the physical act itself, that was only the doorway, and now you are standing in the hallway between who you were and who you are becoming, and hallways can feel uncomfortable because they are temporary, but they exist for a reason. Don't scroll. Temporary spaces are where transformation happens quietly. Listen to this. After you release something tied to scarcity, survival, or emotional weight, your subconscious begins rewriting old agreements you made with life without realizing it. Agreements like, money never stays, I have to struggle, nothing works out for me, and listen to this, those agreements were formed when you were younger, stressed, or simply trying to get through. They were never meant to become permanent beliefs. Don't scroll. Beliefs shape behavior, behavior shapes patterns, and patterns shape outcomes. Listen to this. By changing your environment, especially where you sleep, you disrupted a pattern that had been looping for years. Your heart needs this right now because disruption is not destruction, it is recalibration. Listen to this. Recalibration often feels subtle at first, like a slight sense of emotional neutrality where anxiety used to live. Don't scroll. Neutrality is not numbness, it is balance returning. Listen to this. Balance allows you to see opportunities without panic, to make decisions without rushing, to say no without guilt, and yes without fear. Don't scroll. These shifts are the true markers of financial healing, not sudden windfalls. Listen to this. Money does not flow sustainably into chaos, it flows into clarity, and clarity grows in environments that feel safe. Don't scroll. Safety is what you are rebuilding now. Listen to this. You might notice that conversations about money feel different, that you're less reactive, less defensive, less overwhelmed. Don't scroll. That's not coincidence. That's regulation, and regulation is power. Listen to this. Power does not look loud. It looks steady. It looks like calm confidence. It looks like trusting yourself to handle what comes. Don't scroll. Your heart needs this right now because you have underestimated how much emotional energy financial stress has been draining from you. Listen to this. When that drain begins to close, energy becomes available for creativity, connection, and clarity. Don't scroll. Creativity often shows up first, maybe as ideas, maybe as curiosity, maybe as motivation to organize, plan, or explore something new. Listen to this. Don't dismiss these impulses. They are signs of flow restarting. Don't scroll. Flow feels natural, not forced. Listen to this. You may also notice shifts in your relationships, subtle ones, like becoming less tolerant of imbalance, or more honest about what you need. Don't scroll. That's alignment extending outward. Listen to this. Money, love, and self-worth are deeply connected, and when one begins to heal, the others follow. Don't scroll. Soulmate energy responds to clarity, not chaos. Listen to this. If someone is meant to meet you in alignment, they will recognize you more easily when you are grounded, not when you are constantly stressed or depleted. Don't scroll. Grounded energy attracts grounded opportunities. Listen to this. Opportunities don't always arrive as big announcements. Sometimes they arrive as conversations, invitations, or realizations that lead you to make different choices. Don't scroll. Different choices create different results. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now because you've been questioning whether small actions really matter. Listen to this. They matter more than dramatic gestures because they rewire habits. Don't scroll. Habits shape destiny over time. Listen to this. You may feel moments where fear tries to return, whispering, "What if nothing changes?" Don't scroll. Fear speaks in hypotheticals. Intuition speaks in calm knowing. Listen to this. Learn to notice the tone. Fear feels urgent and tight. Intuition feels steady and grounded. Don't scroll. You are learning discernment now, and discernment protects your energy. Listen to this. Protected energy compounds. Don't scroll. Compounding is how abundance grows quietly and sustainably. Listen to this. You are no longer chasing quick fixes or overnight miracles. You are building a foundation that supports consistent flow. Don't scroll. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. Listen to this. Your nervous system responds better to consistency. And when your nervous system feels safe, you make better financial decisions. Naturally, don't scroll. Naturally is the key word. Listen to this. Nothing aligned requires force. Don't scroll. Force creates burnout. Alignment creates endurance. Listen to this. Endurance allows you to stay present long enough to receive what you've been asking for. Don't scroll. Receiving is a skill, and you are practicing it now by allowing yourself to feel calm instead of braced. Listen to this. You might also notice changes in your sleep. Dreams becoming clearer or more symbolic. Don't scroll. Dreams are how your subconscious integrates change. Listen to this. If you dream about moving, cleaning, opening doors, or finding things, those are signs of internal reorganization. Don't scroll. Internal reorganization always precedes external improvement. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now because you've been measuring progress only by visible results. Listen to this. Invisible shifts are just as important. Don't scroll. Confidence, clarity, and calm are forms of wealth. Listen to this. Wealth is not just numbers, it's capacity. The capacity to handle money without fear, to enjoy it without guilt, to plan without panic. Don't scroll. You are expanding that capacity now. Listen to this. Expansion can feel uncomfortable because it stretches old limits. Don't scroll. Stretching does not mean breaking. It means growing. Listen to this. Growth is what you asked for. Even if you didn't know what it would look like, don't scroll. This is what it looks like. Quiet, intentional, and deeply personal. Listen to this. You may feel called to continue adjusting your space, your routines, your habits. Don't scroll. Follow that call gently, not obsessively. Listen to this. Obsession recreates scarcity. Gentleness reinforces trust. Don't scroll. Trust builds slowly but lasts longer. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now because you are learning to trust yourself again, to trust your instincts, to trust your ability to create stability. Don't scroll. Self-trust is the strongest currency you can hold. Listen to this. Currency flows where trust exists. Don't scroll. As this part settles, allow yourself to acknowledge how far you've come, not just financially, but emotionally, spiritually, mentally. Listen to this. Growth deserves recognition. Don't scroll. Recognition reinforces progress. Listen to this. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are not broken. You are recalibrating. Don't scroll. Recalibration is not visible immediately, but it changes everything over time. Listen to this. Stay present. Stay intentional. Stay open, because the shifts you've initiated are still unfolding, and what comes next will feel less like struggle and more like confirmation that you were right to listen, right to release, and right to trust the quiet guidance that brought you here. Don't scroll. Listen to this, because if you are here at the very end, this message is for you in a way that is calm, steady, and deeply intentional, like a gentle but certain voice speaking straight to your soul and saying, "You listened, and that matters," and your heart needs this right now, not as pressure, not as fear, but as reassurance that what you have begun is real, meaningful, and already unfolding in ways you may not fully see yet. Listen to this. The moment you chose awareness over habit, intention over attachment, you shifted something powerful, not just in your room, not just in your finances, but in how your spirit relates to life itself, because growth does not always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it arrives quietly through a simple choice that says, "I am ready to live differently." Don't scroll. This is the kind of choice that God notices, not because it was dramatic, but because it was honest. Listen to this. You did not remove an object, you removed an agreement, an unspoken contract you made with survival, scarcity, or emotional weight during a season when you were doing your best just to get through, and that agreement was never meant to follow you into your next chapter. Don't scroll. Chapters change when the lessons are learned, and you have learned them. Your heart needs this right now because you have been questioning yourself for a long time, wondering if you were missing something, wondering why money felt harder than it should, why rest felt incomplete, why peace felt just out of reach. Listen to this. It was never because you weren't enough, it was because your environment was still echoing an old story, and stories shape belief, belief shapes behavior, behavior shapes outcomes. Don't scroll. When you changed the story, the outcome had no choice but to begin shifting too. Listen to this. You may still be waiting for proof, something obvious, something undeniable. But God does not always move with spectacle, He moves with precision, alignment, and timing. Don't scroll. Timing is unfolding now, quietly, steadily, in your favor. Your heart needs this right now because patience is being asked of you, not the kind of patience that waits in fear, but the kind that trusts without gripping. Listen to this. Trust does not rush results, it allows them to arrive intact. Don't scroll. Intact blessings last longer. Listen to this. What you are stepping into financially is not about quick fixes or sudden windfalls that disappear as fast as they come. It is about stability, flow, and stewardship. Don't scroll. Stewardship begins when you treat yourself, your space, and your energy with respect. Listen to this. You are doing that now, even if it feels small, even if no one else sees it. God sees it. Don't scroll. And what God sees, He multiplies in the right season. Listen to this. You may notice that you feel a little different now. Maybe calmer, maybe clearer, maybe less reactive when money thoughts come up. Don't scroll. That is not coincidence. That is your nervous system learning a new baseline, one where safety does not depend on constant vigilance. Listen to this. Safety allows wisdom to surface, and wisdom leads to better decisions. Don't scroll. Better decisions compound over time, and compounding is how abundance grows without stress. Listen to this. You are no longer meant to live in cycles of almost enough, almost stable, almost at peace. Don't scroll. Almost is not your destiny. Listen to this. Fullness is, and fullness does not arrive all at once. It builds layer by layer, habit by habit, choice by choice. Don't scroll. This is one of those foundational choices. Your heart needs this right now because you have been carrying guilt about wanting more, as if wanting stability, comfort, and ease somehow made you selfish or ungrateful. Listen to this. Wanting peace is not ingratitude. It is wisdom recognizing that struggle was a teacher, not a life sentence. Don't scroll. God does not ask you to remain in hardship to prove faith. He asks you to trust Him enough to move when He makes the path clear. Listen to this. Clarity does not always feel exciting. Sometimes it feels like relief, like finally being able to exhale. Don't scroll. Exhale moments are holy. Listen to this. You are also healing something deeper through this process, something tied to self-worth. Because money responds to self-worth whether we want to admit it or not. Don't scroll. When you treat yourself as someone worthy of calm, worthy of order, worthy of alignment, money begins to treat you differently too. Listen to this. Worthiness is not something you earn through suffering, it is something you remember through self-respect. Don't scroll. You are remembering now. Listen to this. Your love life is also being touched by this shift, whether you see it yet or not, because love flows where self-respect lives. Don't scroll. Soulmate energy does not thrive in environments that mirror old wounds. It thrives where boundaries, clarity, and peace exist. Listen to this. If someone is meant to meet you, or meet you again, they will recognize you more easily in this version of yourself, grounded, aware, and no longer leaking energy. Don't scroll. Leaking energy looks like overgiving, overthinking, overspending. Listen to this. You are closing those leaks now, and what stays grows. Don't scroll. You may still feel moments of doubt, asking, did I really make a difference? Listen to this. Doubt is the echo of old patterns trying to reassert themselves. It does not mean you are wrong. Don't scroll. It means you are changing. Listen to this. Change feels unfamiliar before it feels comfortable, but comfort will come. Don't scroll. The signs will continue to appear, not to pressure you, but to reassure you. Listen to this. 111 will remind you that new beginnings are already in motion. 222 will confirm balance returning. 444 will remind you that protection surrounds your finances and decisions. Don't scroll. These signs are not magic tricks. They are gentle confirmations that you are not walking alone. Listen to this. You don't need to obsess over them. Just notice them and keep moving forward. Don't scroll. Forward does not mean fast. It means intentional. Listen to this. You may feel called to continue refining your space, your habits, your boundaries. Don't scroll. Follow that call with gentleness, not urgency. Listen to this. Urgency recreates scarcity. Calm builds trust. Don't scroll. Trust is the foundation of lasting abundance. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now because you are learning to live from trust instead of tension. Don't scroll. Tension kept you alert, but trust keeps you aligned. Listen to this. Alignment is what attracts opportunities that do not drain you, relationships that do not confuse you, and money that does not slip through your fingers. Don't scroll. You are not late. You are not behind. You are right on time for this phase of your life. Listen to this. As this message comes to a close, allow yourself to receive it fully, without arguing with it, without minimizing it. Don't scroll. Reception is an act of faith. Listen to this. If these words resonated, if they felt grounding instead of overwhelming, leave a comment, not to explain yourself, but as a declaration that you are choosing alignment, clarity, and peace from this point forward. Your words matter when they come from truth, and if this message felt like God Himself was speaking gently but firmly to your heart, stay connected, subscribe, keep your spirit tuned to guidance that brings peace instead of fear, because what you have begun does not end here. This is the foundation of a season where money feels steadier, love feels safer, and life feels lighter, and you are worthy of all of it.